So we've got two hot new release Louis Vuitton bags to talk about today, and I'm going to show you how you can save money by buying the vintage alternatives. Okay, so let's get straight into it. So we're going to be talking about one, the new release Ellipse PM, and two, the new release Lexington Pouch. And for each of these bags, I'm going to be showing you one, the vintage alternative. Two, we're going to compare the prices so you can see how much you can save. Three, we'll look at the dimensions of the bag and side-by-side pictures. And four, we'll be comparing some mod shots. Let's just get straight into it. So starting with the Ellipse PM. So the vintage alternative to this is the Vintage Ellipse PM. The name is still exactly the same. So the new bag is currently on the LV website, and this is in US dollars, for $2,510 US. Now the vintage ones, these are still going for mostly under $800 US on eBay. So that's a savings of over $1,700 or about 70% off. So it's a pretty big savings. So let's see how similar these two bags are. So this is what both bags look like from the front. You can see they look identical, the same basic bag. The only difference you can see is that the front pouch now has a zipper on the new one, and the new one does come with a crossbody strap. Now the old ones, you can actually find some with crossbody straps on the pre-loved market, but a lot of them are no longer sold with a crossbody strap. But that's not really a big problem because you can just add your own strap anyway. So just have a little think here. With the crossbody strap and having this extra zippered front compartment at the back, but the price tag is $1,700 more. Tell me what you think below. So far, does this seem like the deal you want? Or do you want to save about $1,700 and go for the vintage, forget the front compartment and just add your straps? Okay, let's just keep going with the comparisons. So let's take a look at the dimensions. Now it looks like the new Ellipse PM is actually slightly smaller than the vintage one overall. So you can see that it is a bit shorter in both the length and the width, and the depth is also a bit smaller. Now in terms of those double handle straps, I don't actually have the measurement of how long it is on the new one, but I do have the measurement for the vintage one, which I've got on the screen here. And I do have the strap length of the new one. However, with the vintage ones, a lot of them don't come with a strap anymore in the pre-loved market, but you can add your own strap anyway. So the strap length is kind of neither here nor there in terms of comparisons because you can just put on your own strap. And it does have the D-rings there for you to attach the strap to. So this is what both bags look like from the front. Basically the same. This is what they look like from the side angle. So again, the main difference is that you can see a zippered compartment at the front. And this is what they both look like from the interior. So the canvas fabric they use on the lining looks pretty much the same. The construction of the interior looks the same, but that kind of inner pocket is slightly a little bit different shape. But that's really not that much difference. Okay, so now let's compare some mod shots. Now I couldn't really find mod shots of anyone wearing the new Ellipse PM yet. However, this is what they both look like on advertisements, both with crossbody bags, so you can see the direct comparison of the two. To my eyes, from my perspective, they just look identical minus that zipper. That's about it. And just the shade of the vachetta. So if you really are into the really light colored vachetta, then maybe a vintage bag isn't the way to go for you. But for me, a honey brown patina is actually gorgeous. So that really doesn't bother me at all. Okay, so comment down below. What are you, team new Ellipse PM or team vintage? For me, I'm always team vintage all the way. You know I'm a vintage girl through and through. Hi everyone, if we haven't met before, I'm LadyVintageBags, and I'm here to show you that you can not only own but even collect gorgeous designer handbags just on a budget by buying vintage. So if you're into pre-loved vintage or affordable designer handbags, then hit subscribe and stick around because I'm your girl. Okay, now back to the video. Okay, next up, bag number 2, the Lexington Pouch. Now this gorgeous pochette pouch is currently on the LV website for $2,580. Actually, this pouch costs more than the Ellipse PM we were just talking about. So I guess that's the thing with the mini bag trend. The smaller bags cost more than the bigger bags. Okay, so now the vintage alternative for this bag is the Vintage Lexington Pouch. Again, it's just exactly the same name. It's just a remake of the old vintage bags. So let's compare the prices. So you can still find a lot of the Lexington pouches going for under $500 on the pre-loved market. So that's a savings of over $2,000 or 80% off. That's a massive savings, especially when we're talking about just a little pochette pouch. So let's take a look at the two by dimensions. So it does look like the vintage Lexington pouch is a bit smaller overall. It is a bit shorter in both the length and the height, and it is a little bit skinnier in the width. Now, I don't have the shoulder strap length of the vintage Lexington pouch. However, I do have the strap length of the new Lexington pouch on the screen for you. Now, you'll notice that the new Lexington pouch does come with two straps. You do get a silver chain and also an adjustable crossbody / shoulder strap. So that is the advantage there where you get two. However, for the vintage ones, you do have the D-rings there, so you can just add any gold chain crossbody strap that you want, and you can just remove the existing one if you don't like that either. So the straps are kind of neither here nor there because you can always play around with it and customize it for yourself. So this is what both bags look like from the front, from the side, and from the interior. Now they are made with different fabrics on the interior and different leathers as well on the outside. The vintage one is made from vernis leather on the outside. Now you'll find a lot of these on the pre-loved market don't often wear well over time. And also the new one is actually made from monogram calf skin. So it is different leathers, different finishes on the leathers because the vernis is a patent leather, and that's why it doesn't wear as well over time. And the inside lining is a little bit different as well. So now let's take a look at some mod shots. So the two bags do have that quintessential Y2K under the shoulder look that you can do, or again, you can just add a crossbody strap and wear them as longer crossbody bags, which is super convenient when you need a little grab and go bag. So tell me what you think of this one. So this one is a little bit different compared to the first comparison because the exterior leather does have two different finishes. So the vintage one is the vernis patent leather, and the new one is a monogram calf skin. So the vernis patent leather doesn't wear as well. So let me know what you think. Is the vintage one worth the savings, or is it better to pay more and get the new one for this one? So for me, the vernis ones don't really wear very well over time unless you buy one that's a little bit more expensive in good condition and you yourself keep it in good condition. So this one's a little bit for me, but the new one is out of budget, so it's not like I can buy it anywhere. But comment down below your thoughts. I want to hear it. Okay guys, so we'll be talking about more new releases as they come out and their vintage alternatives. But for now, if you're into vintage alternatives to hot release or popular LV bags, I actually have a whole playlist, which I'll link up above and in the description box down below for you. See you in the next one. Bye, handbag lovers.